Yo, we are back in After Effects, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to create this signboard transition. It doesn't necessarily have to be a signboard or something like that. You can transition through like papers, like books and screens as well. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So here in my timeline you can see I have these two clips, one from a lyrical lemonade video and one is just a stock footage that I grabbed from Pixel, I guess. So to start off, we're going to duplicate this first clip and just hit Ctrl D to duplicate. Go over to the last frame and just turn it into a freeze frame like that. Then we're going to put it up and drag it into my second clip like over here. So it like overlaps with my stock footage as you can see, and it's a freeze frame at the end as well. Now we're going to put it on the signboard, which is this one. So let's just put it in there. So to do that, let's just make it visible again and lower down the opacity of it to like 70 or 50 if you like. Then you can just lower down the scale and just drag it in there, something like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. That looks really cool right there. And to remove the remaining, so let's just take my pen tool. So let's just mark it out in the borders like this, right here, one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here, and one right, and lastly one right here. So after that, if I bring up my opacity, you can see our guy is on the scene. That's what we exactly want. And then now we're gonna add some effects to make it more realistic. And super quick, I just want to let you guys know that I just launched my ultimate grunge bundle, and the ultimate grunge bundle allows you to add those crazy grungy aesthetic to your music video that you see everywhere right now. It comes with 60 plus assets in it, and in my website there's an insane bundle going on it. You are really getting like $27 off on it. So hurry up and grab the pack right now. The link will be in the description. Let's get back into the video. So the thing I like to add first is a threshold into this, and it will make it kind of black and white. That's exactly what we want. And you can also play with the levels of it, so something like that. Yeah, that looks really cool. After that, to match the color to red, I like to add a tint on it and set the black to the red color that we have like that. And also you can set the white to the color of the white on the board, so it like much more realistic. That's way too dim for me. Maybe something like that. Yes sir. So now you can see it looks way more better with all those effects. Also one thing I like to do is animate my levels of the threshold. So hit the stop button in the levels, go about to the end and bring it up so it like disappears. So character disappears. I guess that looks really cool. Maybe you can put it like really slow to like over here or something like that. And then you're gonna hit Chi to bring up the opacity and also animate the opacity as well to 0. So at the end we'll get the stop sign again. Then let's just pre-comp both of these layers, the freeze frame, the stock footage layer, and right click and just hit pre-comp. Then you can see this anchor point in your scene. I'm gonna press Y to bring up my anchor point tool and put the anchor point to our character silhouette like that. Then what we're gonna do is slide in 2 frames, 2 or 3 frames like this, and lower down the opacity of it. Then just line it up again, like scaling it up and just matching it again. Maybe that's too much scale. Let me lower down the scale and like try to match it up, maybe something like that. Oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. That's a good match for sure. Maybe we can also like play with our arrow keys 1 or 2 pixels and also lower down the scale a bit. Now you can see we got a really good match frame. It can be a transition in itself as this, but we're gonna add a zoom on it. So to add the zoom, I'm gonna hit S in my keyboard to bring up the scale and also P in my keyboard to bring up the position, and hit the stopwatch in both of those. Go a bit further like over here and just reset both of those values and put it at its original place. Then after that, easy those keyframe and head over to graph now make sure you are in speed graph and make a graph something like this. So it's a bit slow at the beginning and it goes like that. The slowness in the beginning is really important because we're gonna make an opacity animation right here, so it's really important. Also in the edges you can see this black. To remove that, we're gonna add a motion tile onto here and also set it to 200 by 200 and mirror edges, and that should remove it. Also turn on the motion blur of it, and our animation looks pretty cool now. So to match it more, I'm going to select my second clip, which is this clip right here, and in here you can see a parent and link. I'm going to parent it to our stock footage layer, so like that. So it also has that zoom that we want. As you can see, if I hide that layer, it also has the zoom as well. So to remove the black edges, just copy this motion tile again into here. T on our keyboard to bring up the opacity of our second layer and hit the stopwatch in it and put it to where our first clip ends and lower down the opacity to 0. So we have our transition looking something like this. Also, if you want, you can trim it till here where the opacity gets 100. Trim it till here and also like marks out this area only, the signboard area only, to look even smoother that way. So let's just mark it out something like this. Then now you can see the boards comes in at first and the background comes in. That looks really smooth in my opinion. Now we are pretty much done, but the last thing I like to do is create an adjustment layer and add a little shake from my shake pack. I'm going to open up effects and preset, go to animation preset, go over the user preset, and I'm going to use my shake pack. If you don't already know, I have a shake pack which allows you to add those insane shake and energy to your edits. Anyways, if you don't have my shake pack, you also use like sapphire shake and animate that yourself. My preset also requires sapphire, so you can do it if you want. And hit U and just line up the shake right here and trim it till here only. So after all, my final result looks something like this. Okay, so if you like this video, please consider hitting the like button, and you can also subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And in the description I'll link down the shake pack if you want to download it. It's really dope, and in my site I have other packs too, so you can check it out. So yeah, see you in the next video. Peace.